All right, good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, Sierra Leoneans, wherever una dey. Today na the 3rd day of June 2025. It's a blessed Tuesday morning. So some areas in the afternoon and of course night. The time that Sierra Leone currently is 9:29, getting to 9:30. If you are just coming in, please let us share so we will get some amount of people then we go come and discuss. My name na Elizabeth Kefwe Fabenil Gembe. They come with this live broadcast because of a lot of things we don't go on, and una all know say lately I tell una say Unity Broadcast will be relocating to Freetown, and we are going to be definitely operating on a fear-based, independence, and fearless activities. We are not in support of any individuals and will not be in support of any individuals so far. Like I tell una, my name na Elizabeth Kefwe Faben in Gembe. I get some problem with me YouTube. I don't know what's going on lately. I've been having issues with me YouTube, but definitely it will come on. So some of the things that they talk about when YouTube comes on, definitely we will continue from there. The things that when they talk about, like I tell you all, let us share. My name is Elizabeth Kefwe Faben Ilgembe. They live na the United States of America, way na Houston, Texas. And definitely anytime soon, I'll be in Freetown. Our office location is 48 Sheka Stephen Street. We're on the 3rd floor, and everything is set up. It's just my physical being waiting to go and sit on that chair together with other individuals where we go push Mama Salongo before. I'm fearless. I'm not in support of anybody, and nobody will buy me out. So some of the things that they talk about today, it's going to be about, number one, we are talking about the census. The 2026, they don't postpone the census to the 2026 currently, and the opposition don't demand fit say this is not good. We see in the press release wherein Ansana Dumbuya come and talk say they will get out on the streets and then go pull out and supporters on the streets if governments not adhere to waiting then wants for make it be. That's caused a serious concern to Sierra Leoneans, where even make the local government minister, it in all social media handles them. It is time for explain the way forward and waiting need for be done. We'll talk about the telling thank you to President Julius Maada Bio for appointing Mr. Baba Brahma Fortune as press secretary. We all know say Mr. Gaima then been just relieve him or then change in position. But fortunately, we get an appointment. Well, I say kudos to President Julius Maada because he remember Pujon district and Baba Fortune from the Pujon district he hail. Then I go talk about AKI Sawyerr, where he done the account for money the way he spend. AKI Sawyerr just accounts for helleba money where he spent for build the walls of the cemetery na Freetown. Na 2 areas he make mention of. We put the video on our page and I will talk about that. First and foremost, congratulations AKI Sawyerr for such a laudable effort where you not been on to do before. That's the raised eyebrow we make anti-corruption, they call you, but now you don't account to Sierra Leoneans. We tell you thank you and we congratulate you for that. And lastly, I will talk about the phrase EBEMA. EBEMA. There is a phrase hanging on social media, on platforms, and people have been calling me and texting me, Elizabeth, what is the meaning of that phrase? We don't know what it is, but can you please, since you know Mende grammar, you can please explain to we. I actually tried for reach out as at the start of this broadcast. I have reached out to 2 individuals for make them get me a clarification, and one did not answer, the other one answered, but instead say it one gets more clarifications. But my own understanding, I will come and tell you guys what is the meaning of that phrase, EBEMA, the meaning of it, and what does it signifies to Sierra Leoneans. So now let us start with the last one, when AKI Sawyerr accounting for monies where it don't spend. Like I tell you now, it's a laudable effort where AKI Sawyerr don't they begin tell Sierra Leoneans then how much is spent, how is spent, and the way forward. We tell them plenty thank you, because these are some of the lapses the way it been gets. We make it be the get problem anti-corruption. We make it be the get problem with Freetonians. We make it be the get, you know, assumption, because people were assuming when you don't come and tell people what you're doing, how you have done it, what's the way forward. People assume for you, and when they assume for you, it fits you. Exactly. Just like when the media call you for come and do clarification and you refuse for go, right? When you refuse for go, whatever comes up, or they say it's something where you go be held responsible for not going to clarify the air. It's a two-side story. What you hear and what you come and clarify are 2 things. So we congratulate AKI Sawyerr for that. I am really much happy for her, because like I tell you now, we don't see anti-corruption, don't try for investigator. We don't see go to parliament for go answer where a lot of defense been there because they feel intimidated. That's why they try for question them here and there. She had a legit answer, but because it not be the accounts to Sierra Leoneans, then that's why it find itself in such a mess before. But now that she's accounting for what she's doing, that is something every Sierra Leonean need for tell and thank you. And AKI Sawyerr, I'll give you a tap on the back. I appreciate you for that. Continue to do that so that Sierra Leoneans go account for the little money where they spend. We just see lately people then they broke their houses, then shops there, where according to you now, waiting a garbage in, garbage out, waiting people then they spend, now and then they get back. So the revenue where they collect, now part of that you they come and serve the country. We thank you for that. Now somebody told me, why is AKI Sawyerr collecting revenue? I not really want to we blame AKI Sawyerr for collecting revenue for those individuals that have been having those makeshifts on the streets. Because if we have SLRA, when they're in charge of roads, they're not able to do the needful. If AKI Sawyerr see any structure, people then they sell there, in Iona for generate revenue for the city, right? And if you get that, that buffer or that makeshift or whatever, it is her own rights to send people. Then you go and register her. It collects revenue. It not get the mandate for make it go tear on a place, or let it go turn them left side down, or it go and pull on her. Her own responsibility is to collect revenue for the nation, for the country, for the city, and that is what she's doing. So let nobody castigate her. Why are people paying their taxes and then they broke their houses? That should be the question of the SLRA. However, lately we've seen them demolishing areas, especially those high-end areas for visitors where gets high occupancy or low occupancy. We see that then go and do the needful. We congratulate SLRA. Then save them the big up. They don't they buck up, they don't they gather themselves and do the needful. It's just that Sierra Leoneans, we had for deal with. Anybody they tell this to Sierra Leone, we really had for deal with, because anytime you close one end, another person they try for open the other side, which is really a very bad precedent that they create. We go blame some people then where we don't make the city don't become very congested, where I go cancel that part of the census. So for now, AKI Sawyerr, I will congratulate you for what you do. A very big thank you to you, and continue for do your job. as we go they applaud you and we go give tap na the back. Now the next thing where at the canto when in at the census, Sierra Leoneans. And we don't see where the government of the Republic of Sierra Leone don't postpone the census to 2026. So this don't spark a lot of fury in the social media and in the opposition camp. Initially, there is a statement where people then they say, if you been doing waiting, make we know they do them. I believe say the government or the nation shouldn't bank on that you did it, we have to do it. No. It is just that according to Constitution, it is the prerogative of the president. It is the right of the president to extend or to bring out other cities, other towns, and make other amendments. It go decide, say, today I am going to add Freetown to another city, or I'm going to divide Freetown from Freetown to another place. I'm going to name Freetown to another place. As long as it goes through Parliament, when I remember, as long as it goes through Parliament and Parliament approve them. Because when that happens, then definitely it is a law and it's something where then go do them. So in April of this year, when almost 2 months ago, we see where the parliamentarians then approve for make them divide or make addition to another districts then. And some of them districts here will get for be affected. Number one, Panguma, Lunge, Pujong, Bandajuma, Freetown Rural. We don't see Lunge don't become so populated. We don't see Freetown don't become so overly densely populated. The population rates in Freetown right now, if there is any word we can use more than dense, we can use them to measure up how Freetown don't highly populates. But we see the local government minister come and talk, say, then they add other constituencies or other boundaries to those areas. At the same time, we see Dr. Richard Conte in an interview on media, he say, people that they bank on say this will not happen during the APC time. He make mention of Karina and Falaba, but again, Intercept talk say Karina is at the advantage of the LCPP. Karina and Falaba is at the advantage of the LCPP. Afterwards, now then they win day. But we are not looking at it because President Julius Maada, President Kurma did it. That is why Julius Maada is doing it. We see where the local government officer, minister, talk say, this na a recommendation where the previous presidents been talk about. And government is continuity. My concern here is, as a Sierra Leonean, what really made Mr. Dumbuya, lawyer Dumbuya, to come up with that heavyweight press release where it talks say if the government not adhere to them, they are ready to take out their boys, their guys, their supporters on the streets. When we look at national cohesion, when we look at peace building, when we look at bringing oneness to us, it is very, very much necessary for let lawyer Dumbuya come back and retract that statement and say, he's sorry because this is not a national threat and it's a political party. It's a main opposition political party where it not go create good, it not go born good picking and it go create a lot of problem for we in the country. However, so anything where they happen currently, there are two sides to the coin. And there is either an action, and they cause a reaction. So we just hope and pray that this could be amicably resolved. The opposition will see need that whatever the current dispensation is doing might be at the advantage of all of us. Dr. Richard Conte is saying this is something where winning an election is not just one day. It starts from the census. The last previous census we had when the APC said, count me not to cost. When something it not be really all go well, we bring them can to this level, we bring them can to this nemesis where they find themselves. Because if they had allowed themselves to be counted, all those boundaries now where they feel say they are sparsely populated, it would have been densely populated. But unfortunately, they not agree for being enumerated. Today, now the work then they find. Now they don't decide for make ments, for let them count themselves now. But the government is not ready yet. If you now look at the finance, sometimes it doesn't mean because you are not in governance, you not go look at waiting now the need of the country. We actually know say Sierra Leone at this time we are between A, B, C, D, E, F to Z. There are a lot of things that needs to be done. If some are yet to be done or being postponed for personal reasons or governmental reasons or economic reasons, we as opposition, let us realize that the country comes first. If you, they say, Dr. Dumbuya, Lawyer Dumbuya, Secretary Dumbuya, that you will bring out your supporters on the streets, what message are you sending to the international community? We know desperately that you guys really want to come to power come 2028. But these are not the reasons, or these are not the way power could be given to you. The best thing is to put your house back in order. APC needs to actually put their house in order. Galvanize themselves, reunite themselves, and then be able to fight what exactly they are fighting for. But until that one is done, those statements needs to be retracted, and you need to apologize to the nation for saying such a statement. If there are recommendations in the handing over of President Anes by Kroma, and those recommendations are being implemented now, it's not something that you guys should come and be angry about. The best thing, we go back to the round table and discuss it. But bringing out Sierra Leoneans or supporters out, that is a chaos that is a recipe for chaos, and you might be held responsible for national security-wise, for incitement, for other things. That is my candid opinion to what is going on about the census, and my personal advice to Lawyer Dumbuya is for him to retract that statement and be sure that whatever the government is doing was a recommendation from Anes by Kroma. That is one, and it is constitutional that the president has the prerogative to add as many districts that he wanted to add. Let me get that straight. Now, I am thanking His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio for a job well done. Initially, when we had this former gentleman the head of the anti-drug commission, Jaya Kaikai, then former immigration boss, also before the most ousted one, there were statements where come up from in Father Napujon, where make H.E. Julius Maada, because we covered that program live. I think I was in Freetown then. Where make H.E. Julius Maada said, Dake, I quote, Dake Pakoye Pehi Faham. So, meaning somebody, an elderly, doesn't just speak like that in a public place. So, his statements, because probably the heads of paramount chief in Pujon district thought that he was kind of exposed. He came from the United States of America. He has this kind of command over English or words. So they get the opportunity for make a talk to H.E. Julius Maada Bio while he was there as an open statement. So in that opening statement, it went on, yadi, blaming President Bio, that there is no development in the city. Look at how wretched the country, the district is here and there. But when you look at all those appointees from Pujon districts, all those who have been appointed from the Pujon districts, to name but a few, I'm not going to name them now specifically because I'm thanking President Bio for appointing Baba Brahma Fortune. who is a son of the Sawyerr from Pujon district. So that became something where it not been go down well with president. And we know President Julius Madabio is a man of the fear game. It is spread out the tentacles and the meal to every district. So when it comes to Pujon district, there are individuals, if not for self-gain, we have individuals. Specifically, we have the chief minister who is from the districts. We have the chief whip who is from the districts. We have other personalities who are from the districts. So if you are crying down the president for not appointing or not having development, he is not the one that will bring development. That is why he appoints individuals who will now champion those developments to go to the district. We have members of parliament waiting at the district. Then Kiebu champion those developments for letting them go to the country. But in this particular time, we are thanking President Julius Madabio. I'm joining hands with the Pujon district. Why I'm saying this because I hail from there. I'm joining hands with the other Pujon district individuals for thanking H.E. Julius Madabio for giving us this prestigious position, a high-level position, where every individual they cry for make it day inside. We know they take them for granted, and we truly and with deep gratitude, we want to tell you plenty thank you, and to all Sierra Leoneans we don't be appointed in high-level positions. We are thanking H.E. Julius Madabio for that in great gesture, for extend the olive tree to all the tribes of the nation and all the districts of the nation. We don't take it lightly. I felt so proud, and I was looking for pictures from Baba Fortune. Unfortunately, the only picture I saw was the one that he was dressed like an Indian man, and he had an Indian hat and something else. So I had to post that one, thanking H.E. Julius Madabio. Congratulations to you, Baba Brahma Fortune, a big brother. We not say you go cohesively work in that position because you are a civil servant. You know what you're doing, and you know how to do it, and you will more than excel, as we did tell you plenty thank you. Now we go to the last one. I'm not staying very long. This was just a 20-30 minutes because people are saying, Elizabeth, you are not coming. Well, it's not all the time you come on media, but there are certain things you don't say when it's going on in your own personal life. You don't say it, but see, you come on this media and smile, right? So now let's go to the phrase that is making round on social media, EBEMA. When you watch this phrase, people ask me, Elizabeth, you know Mende a little bit. Can you please interpret for us this phrase? What does it mean? I first look at it, and you all know ChatGPT is the easiest way to get clarifications. So I put it on ChatGPT. ChatGPT, can you please interpret the word EBEMA? So the answer where it came, you know, say ChatGPT, they even talk Creole now. They understand Creole. So the answer that came, it says, and it told me that EBEMA, it's something that will happen. EBEMA. It even give the pronunciation, how for pronouncing. EBEMA, EBEMA. EBEMA. So when you look at them, I say, okay, now let me answer the guys that have been answering me. Number one, when you say EBEMA, 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 or EBEMA. In Mende, we call it EBEMA. In Creole, we call it EBEMA. So both of them too, yeah, in Mende and Creole, it means let it happen. Let it happen. Let it happen. But then when you look at the phrase, the meaning of the phrase, they needed to say it will not work. It won't happen over our dead body. God forbid it. Astaghfirullah. Shuma inshallah. Astaghfirullah. That is the meaning of the phrase that they had. EBEMA. But when you read it again, EBEMA. EBEMA. So I've been they look at it and say, why won't they have it as A? Instead of having it E, have it as A, then they put EBEMA. So meaning it won't happen. Now, wetin bring up this, we all see where everybody they fight for supremacy na the country right now. But I want to make this very clear. It can only be from God. Now, God now gets power. All this yappy where people are making left and right, that now we get this districts, now we get this, now we win this particular side. We are all just wasting our time because, number one, we all know anybody where they left, he gets somebody where he wants to let it succeed them, right? Currently, we don't see all the young men that are 40s. That will be something I will discuss later. All the young men that are less 40s or those that are in their early 40s or below 40s, they want to be president. They want to succeed Julius Maada. We have also seen those who are older than 40 or 50. They also want to succeed Julius Maada. We've also seen those who are even close to 70. They also want to succeed Julius Maada. I'm not naming any individual here, but you all know what I'm talking about or who individuals I am saying about, talking about. So everybody wants to succeed Julius Maada. So people are coming with their phrase. The first one that came on social media we saw is radical inclusion. We are radicalizing everybody. The second one that came Salomos Bete. The other one that came Governor Clarkson. The other one that came, then they don't hide under. Now we have seen EBEMA. EBEMA has come up as a result of people claiming districts, people claiming to win certain areas. My only personal advice to every Sierra Leonean where under the LCPP dispensation that will need to be stronger and be able to fight this fight against the opposition. Why am I saying it? Because now people want to radicalize, people want to EBEMA, and people want to Governor Clarkson, others want to this. All of this will just lead the LCPP in an opposition. Because until we bring ourselves, the LCPP puts themselves together, raise their banner high, be ready to fight the opposition, be ready to stand firm and make sure this opposition, according to them, do not come to power. Then definitely they will triumph. But if and now John is fighting for supremacy in Cambia district, Mary is fighting for supremacy in Kailan district, Fode is fighting for supremacy in Kenema district, that is a chaos that will lead this dispensation in opposition. Now, let me make it clear. Una all know say anybody where they go, it gets bossy where you want to succeed them. Una know that. And personally, this is something where every president or presidential candidate or president na a country, it gets na in mind. When Nigeria presidents be they retire, we all know who that be in personal choice. Even though a lot of people cried the person out, he ended up being the winner of the elections. So now, if H.E. Julius Maada is leaving, relinquishing his power according to the mandates given to him 10 years, when they re-elected in 2023, 2018, and 2023, he has succeeded so far. They go in 10 years mandates. After in 10 years mandate, now Buddha is fit, Buddha is sweet, Buddha he wants for make a leader. When I get this right, now in the leader, when I see the previous dispensation, waiting happened. Samuel Matthew Isinkama was the favorite of Ernest Baikoma twice. Even though the second time they can say no, but he was the one that President Ernest Baikoma wanted to succeed in. So now, let the SLPP, let them calm them body down. Let them get them mere down. Let's, put your shoulders down and be ready to see that, una bring yourself together so that all People's Congress, all them they get your statements so that they make, then in fighting when they say that they pull them people them together. A house that is divided will not be able to fight an outsider. It's when a house is united, that's when they can fight an outsider. Because if the house is divided, when an outsider comes, the person will feel say in being marginalized. Now in force they open the mouth to say enter inside. At the end of the day, the APC is now fighting themselves that they have individuals who are leaking up the secrets, book leaking the party. So the current dispensation, right? When una see even the member of parliament say they not trust them again. The party secretariat not trust the member of parliament say again. The member of parliament, when are they support them? Because them feel say they are just signing the APC back to the LCPP. Any law we can, anything we can, and the bill we can at parliament, the APC just they sign and buy. They say, let we go. We don't take we own, we not care. Now we own this, we now go ahead. So they are now even scared of their own members of parliament. But in the LCPP government, if their house is divided, this is a cure recipe. You all when they see say where the APC they vehemently they talk say then go do everything in their power for make them come back to power, right? And then are ready to do everything humanly possible with threats here, with this here, to make sure they bring back the All People's Congress to power. Even at the expense of threatening other states, other tribes, other regions, at their own expense, they don't care. But they are fighting tooth and nail. So, all these ideologies where we get, if we can just turn these ideologies into actions and be able to deliver for the people of Sierra Leone, without no headache, Sierra Leoneans will now come back and say, we need the LCPP back in governance. We need the APC off governance. We want them to continue in opposition. But if we are not doing that, we are rather, everybody is fighting for supremacy. We are the owners of Tonkolili. We are the owners of Bombali. 2 days ago, I saw a very individual, a stakeholder, where tweet say, they thank the people of Gambia for voting against an individual. All these are recipe for, pushing you all back to opposition. So my personal advice is, let we gather una body then down. Una put una shoulders then down. Let we put we egos then down and accept the reality that we are one people, one country, and the only thing that will make una succeed back in power is coming together, living together, and seeing yourself as one. But all until that, the APC is ready to rule. They have said everything that needs not to be said. They have expressed everything that, warrants them to probably be in hiding spots. But I don't know what is going on. Lance Anandubuya said they should come out. He will come out with their thousands of members. Richard Conte and others, they don't make such statements where it not go good. Even so, Jagaban say if they stood in the way, he go make sure say he go put thousands of individuals. Those are all statements that are really, really not good for national cohesion. We they see somebody they co-president himself when Dr. Matthew is in Camara. Anytime president say a statement or a speech, he's ready to say his own speech. I've never seen that. And when he's been invited in, to CID, either he's sick or in Mama sick, or he cannot make it, or for some reasons, he will give an excuse. So my only advice to the Sierra Leone People's Party is, let's put all these indifferences aside, put your shoulders down, and be ready to make sure you keep the opposition in permanent opposition. But until then, I see a switch and a handing over back to opposition and the ruling party. I tell you, plenty, thank you. Unity Broadcasting will be live in Freetown. We remain committed to being independent. And we wish, say, every Sierra Leoneans go understand, say, we as Unity Broadcasting, we are trying to unify and sensitize Sierra Leoneans that are home and are also those that are abroad. Our base has been in the United States, and we are now going to regenerate ourselves with our home base brothers and sisters. Those who want to support us can still Zelle to our studio number +3 34649366503 +34649366503. You can Zelle Sierra Leoneans where they home can Zelle whatever they get to we. And those that are overseas can also orange money 076 946 496498. My apologies. 076 946 076 That's the number where you go reach for we Zelle orange money, and the Zelle number Now +34649366503. I tell una plenty thank you. Let us remain to be focused and know that Sierra Leone is bigger than all of us. And the only way we go live and uplift Sierra Leone now when we continue for say unifying statements, continue for say loving statements, and forget about decisiveness. Whatever we've been saying on this media, that was because we only had an editorial team, everything presenter as one. But now we are having an editorial team, we are having the presenters, we are having those who can fact check information for us before we can come online. I tell you plenty thank you. My name Elizabeth Kefwe Fabe Nilgembe, una lead host Unity Broadcasting. Our reporters are in Freetown and will be unveiling ourselves anytime soon with our new reporters. Bye and Lord, we stay blessed.